Hi Libra, welcome back. So Libra, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that these are general readings, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Also, my readings are timeless, so I just trust that when this finds you, it's for you. If you're not dealing with anyone in particular, this reading could be you versus you. Keep that in mind, your ego versus your soul, but take it as it resonates, and let's get started. So when I was getting ready to do the reading this morning, knowing I was going to do Libra, I had Celine Dion, and I don't know what Celine Dion's zodiac sign is. I do not believe she is a Libra, though. But it's not so much about that other than the song. And there's one lyric from the song that it's all coming back to me now. That's what kept repeating. It's all coming back to me now. Wow, that was so off key. Really, Dana? It's not about my singing, but you know what I'm saying. That was the lyric. It's all coming back to me now. So I don't know if you have like repressed memories coming back, or, you know, we are in a retrograde for some of you. Old issues from the past coming back, past people coming back, but there's something coming back to you now, okay? Whether that's in the physical or in thought form. When I was sitting in the meditation, I saw what looked to be like a crystal chandelier, and they kept showing me clear quartz. So you might be drawn to clear quartz at this time, or you might want to go get you some clear quartz, as that will help clear out, most notably, your third eye chakra. But it's just some sort of clarity coming in, if nothing else, that I feel coming in for you. And again, it's all coming back to me now. Something that you hit a brick wall with, or just felt like you were not heard, or someone did not hear you, that could be what's involved in what's coming back around in the energy, because they also showed me like someone, like sound waves communicating and then like hitting a brick wall and it just dispersing but not reaching the intended participant or the intended recipient. So there could have been blocked communication as well, or just, you know, things that you suppressed, things that you didn't say. You might be feeling the urge to do that, or, you know, someone you're dealing with if it's not you, okay? So take it as it resonates, but those are kind of the initial messages that I got from my guides. And now we're going to go into the tarot and see what else we have here for you. And, you know, I just got done doing another zodiac sign, and that reading was super clear, succinct. And as soon as I started to meditate on the Libra energy, I felt my, like I could tell even right now, my words are amiss. You know what I'm saying? So there is a bit of like scattered energy present within the Libran energy or the person that you're connecting with. So that's just a side note. You may find it like hard to find the right words, or find your brain a little bit scattered. Communication might be a little off, as like I said, we're in the retrograde. And I did look down to see what card came out, and it was your card, Libra, but it was in the reverse. So that's just kind of further confirmation of kind of the energy that I'm feeling right now. So the general energy is the 10th house showing up of reputation, which actually highlights your achievements and responsibilities, your career for some of you, but also talks about authority figures, your purpose, your empire, your legacy, all of that being taken a look at during this time frame, or being highlighted within the energy. I feel you're a little off. I feel a little off already in this reading. I'm just being honest with you. I heard course correct, so there's some sort of course correction going on during this time frame that you're being guided towards. But the energy just might feel a little bit off at times, okay? So also be careful with communication, right? Sometimes the way we say things, it doesn't hit the person, you know, in the way that we meant it, okay? So make sure that you're being clear with what you mean, and that you're coming from a space of genuine and authentic emotion when communicating during this time frames. I think that's going to be really important. All right. Six of Pentacles on this person's side, which is actually a very generous energy. This person may be a little bit more generous with their time, with their energy, or be wanting to give to a situation or this situation, or maybe open to that during this time frame. So interesting start, and let's get into it, Libra. I'm going to go into the recent past, and then we're going to go into perception, how you see each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, your hopes, and most likely future outcome. So, recent past for my Libras. You have the Knight of Inspiration and the Awakening. Wow, the Three of Inspiration. So, Libra, you know, there were some things that were done in the past that really woke you up. You know, not just to the truth of who someone else is, but the truth of who you are. What you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. Something that showed you another aspect of yourself that you weren't maybe aware of, you know. And that is what soul growth and expansion in our life is all about, is finding out new things about ourselves, new perspectives about ourselves. So I feel like some of you may have went through also your own spiritual awakening. You may be currently going through that. If not that, then there's just something that woke you up. Because I have Stay Woke in my mind by Childish Gambino. Stay woke. I love that song. You know, and I don't know, it helped to make sense as to like why things are occurring in your life, or like the domino effect. Like, I think what you were putting together is, you know, not just the why of things, of why things occurred, but like the patterns. That's it. Because they're showing me the Pattern app, which is an actual app, by the way, that you can download on your phone. It's a spiritual app. But they're showing me the pattern. So looking at the patterns of your life, of your prior lives, or your childhood into adulthood, and seeing how it all connects. And that's what's waking up within you, or has in the recent past. Seeing how one action leads to the next, and leads to the next, and leads to the next. And having an awareness of that, Libra. Now, as it pertains to this connection, I think you're seeing the domino effect happening with this person, or in between you and this person and your connection with them, of like seeing how the actions that you took, or the actions of this person had lasting or domino effects, right? So that's a deep message. Let's see what this person's recent past energy was then. Two of Cups in the reverse. Also, I got this in Leo's reading. Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes. It's a song by Paul Simon. It's playing in the back of my head again. I don't know why. But go check out the lyrics to that song. It might strike a chord in you, or maybe you're connected to a Leo. I'm not sure. It might have Leo in your chart. All right, so this person's energy is the Two of Cups in the reverse, Two of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. This person is actually trying to disconnect themselves from the connection in the past, or has disconnected at times in the past. You know, try to divert their attention elsewhere, but it's gotten the best of them. Okay, so let me be very specific. If you had an ending with this person, or some sort of separation in the past, they may have tried to distance themselves, place their focus elsewhere, future plan elsewhere, but like at the end of the day, you're really all that it boils down to, or you know, the thoughts of you or the connection really consume this person. Just point blank period, you know, because I have caught up in my head. They're showing me caught up. I feel like this person really struggled to release this connection, if that is the case. Now, if you did not have like a completion or an ending with this person, in the past they may have disconnected from you, felt like very emotionally distant, but it's because they were battling with their own demons, their own insecurities, their own doubts, you know, and it may or may not have had anything to do with the connection. But it's like a sense of a disassociation here, or disconnection, all right, between the two of you that may have occurred in the past. This person was not connecting the dots. You know, so Libra, I got like this very expansive message for you about you connecting the dots, you know, and very Libran to see it from both sides. And you're an air sign, so you live in the thought process. This person, they have not connected the dots the way that you have, okay? Or at least in the past they haven't. So, let's go into perception then and see how both of you are thinking about the connection and go from there. Keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder, so it might be your truth, but it may not be this person's truth. And let's see, 5 of Voices. Muse of Voices. Woo! Holy guacamole. Okay. Yeah, I said holy guacamole. All right, I didn't mean to get that many cards, but I'm going to keep them. So, Libra, that's the disconnection I felt. Serious disconnection. If it's not an actual like disconnection in a relationship, I heard fracturing for some of you, then it is a total disconnect between your perception and this person's perception. All right, meaning like you see things from a different vantage point, a different perception, you know, and your perception's your reality. So you may even be like looking at the same reality, but in 2 vastly different ways, you know. I feel like you have a lot of different thoughts about this person, and I think that you have tried your best, or do try your best, to see it from both perspectives. But it almost scatters your mind the more that you try to do that, because yes, it's important to have empathy and try to understand where someone's coming from, but the quickest way to make yourself insane is try to put yourself in everyone's brain, because then you start disassociating with who you are and how you feel about the situation by caring too much about how others feel or this person feels about the situation. So if you have been doing that, Spirit definitely wants to lead you back to focusing more on how you think about the situation, how you feel about the situation, and let that be your primary guidance, all right? Because there's a lot of messiness going on within the thought space here. You know, trying to understand someone's motives or intentions or how they're thinking about things. And you know how us air signs can be. I'm a Libra moon. You know, I know how we can be. Very analytical type of thinking. You could feel that this person's a bit cold and detached, and yet at the same time, you could be the same way towards that person. It's just a lot of painful, painful thoughts. 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, you know, and so your Spirit's really trying to inspire you to pay more attention to, again, how you feel at the end of the day, and not so much the other person's perspective. And I swear I've been getting this reading for Libra, similar messages for Libra for like a year now. So there's a lot of soul growth and development towards really putting your primary focus onto what your thoughts are on a subject or a person or a relationship, and not over empathizing or over extending yourself to try and understand all perceptions, at least when it comes to this person in particular. All right, because I feel like, you know, there's a sense of like being first of all in mental pain. You may view this person this way too, so feel free to switch it if you need to. But it's almost like fracturing your brain trying to understand someone else's point of view. And so they want to really to avoid that. At the same time, Libra, somehow you're getting inspiration from this. And it's creating more optimism within yourself, or at least that's what Spirit's guiding you to do. So it could be that this person has been very, you know, intriguing to your mind, but almost over over fascinating to you, or they may be over fascinated with you, to the point of mental exhaustion is what I'm feeling. And the way you see it is like, I just want to be happy, you know, I just want to be happy, whatever that means for me, and I'm going to get inspired in that direction and almost like kind of be a rebel. I don't want to say like be impulsive, don't care about others. I'm saying like, there's this part of you like, I'm just going to be me at the end of the day anyways. This is who I am. Bam. You know, or needing to kind of come into that energy, even Libra, because that's where your real happiness is. That was a lot. Sorry. Okay, so let's see this person's perception of you. Page of Wands. Nine of Cups. There's some swords, Queen of Swords, Page of Cups. So when this person sees you, they see you as someone they like to have fun with. And trust me, you could be a lot of fun. I see that here. Someone who's successful, someone who's thoughtful, someone who is intelligent, but also someone who's not emotionally available to them. Or they may not be emotionally available to you. There's a sense, again, of disconnection, coldness. This person could see you as being detached from them or not open to them, even though they actually see you like in a very positive way. And they may, you know, want to have fun with you, or, you know, want to even share in your success, or they feel like they could be successful with you, but they really don't know where your brain is, or sometimes they have trouble relating to you on an emotional level. So it's really interesting, right? Because you see how like simplistic it was for me to get out this person's perception and how complex your perception was, right? And it could just be that you're a very deep thinker. And I'm not saying this person isn't a deep thinker, but maybe they don't think about it as deeply as you do. That could be it as well. All right, so let's go into genuine emotions. And see, underneath it all, Libra, what is it that you're feeling underneath all of that thought? What are you feeling here? Six of Emotion, which is the Six of Cups. 10 of Inspiration. Muse of Materials. So I see that you're kind of stuck in the past emotionally a little bit, you know. It's because you're overthinking it. That's what they're showing me. That's what's throwing your energy off, this overthinking something. It's really funny to me because you had such an immense amount of clarity, and you can see clearly. You've had an awakening of, you know, how things lead into other things. And yet you've overthought this so much that it's almost created an emotional burden within you. Oh my gosh, look at all of this again. So Libra, we're gonna be here all day if I read all these cards, but there's something heavy from your past that's weighing on your heart, all right, that you've gotten a little too comfortable with, meaning you're dwelling there too much, or you're thinking about it in a very negative way as opposed to a very inspiring way, and the Spirit wants you to, they told me put it on the back burner, whatever that means, because emotionally speaking, there is a completion here. There is movement forward. There is some balance coming in and generosity. So it's like almost being encouraged to let go of the burdens of the past because it's in the past. Because what's coming towards you is a new opportunity here. Something coming in very quickly that emotionally I feel like is going to give you like a sense of confidence. Some of you are leaving the past in the past, and because of that, you're walking into like this newfound idea of self and of feeling actually very good, like you are in charge of your life, feeling more in control of your emotions. And because of that, there is like a more generous nature about you, or people being more generous with you, or this person for some of you, because they have the Six of Pentacles in their overall energy, and now it's showing up, same card, different deck, in your emotional space. So let's see this person's emotions underneath it all. Five of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, I gotta fix my cards. It's driving me nuts. Eight of Pentacles and the Tower. Wow. So this person at times feels alone, and yet there's fortune coming in, or karma coming in emotionally. Like this person, they keep going through these mood swings or these cycles within their life, within their relationships, where they isolate, they over-isolate, they go into like this lack mentality, and it could be coming from a place of like abandonment issues even, or just not being able to disconnecting too much to the point that they can't even ask for help if they wanted to, or you know, like they burn bridges even. This person could burn bridges, not intentionally, but because maybe that's something that has been taught to them or shown to them in other relationships and other forms in their life. If not that, then I just feel like this person emotionally feels alone at times, you know, and they try to distract themselves, and I got that back there, but it keeps coming back, and the emotions keep coming back, and it's really kind of destroying them. Oh gosh, this is heavy. What is the Tower? But it's like, yeah, it's a tower, which means like things are kind of crashing down. Things that this person thought were concrete, ideas that they had about their life, you know, universe stepping in and saying, no, that's not the path. You need to redirect. And what they're being pushed towards or encouraged towards is to be more loving, to be more open, to be more generous, to kind of get out of that lack or fear mentality that's kept them trapped for so long. So they're going through a lot of emotional changes, and that's kind of what they're being guided to do right now, to be quite honest with you. So let's see what the hope is. Knight of Materials. So you want to see things materialize. You want, I think, Libra, to have some sort of assurance here that everything's going to be all right. You know, and I feel like Spirit continually tries to give you that assurance. Now, some of you are woke. You know what I'm saying? You're aware of this, and you've been getting guidance this whole time, which has helped you to know the path. Others of you might be waking up to this guidance. But there's a sense of just wanting to feel grounded, you know, practical, out of your head, in the present moment. That type of energy. What's this person's hope? Judgment and the Queen of Cups. This person, they kind of want to make a decision to let something go. Whatever's had them trapped in the past, they may have, like I said, tried to let go of this connection for a few of you. If you had a complete disconnection from this person, they prayed to be able to let this go. Meaning like this person tried to deny almost their emotions, prayed to be able to put it to the wayside, and some of them are still praying to do that. But for some reason, they're still stuck. And it's because they still have feelings, you know, so they can't escape that. And Spirit would want, if that's the case, wants them to look at why that is. All right. For others of you that you did not have a complete disconnection, this person is hoping to let go of these emotional imbalances, because I think they know they're imbalanced emotionally. Certainly they're feeling it, and have more calmness in their life or in their emotional space. What is the most likely future outcome? So all future outcomes are based on free will, meaning I'm just giving you a snapshot of a likely trajectory, but you're in the driver's seat of your life, so you can change it if you wish. What is the most likely future outcome? Strength. Justice, that's your card. I heard coming into your own understanding. Coming into your own understanding about your worth. Some of you are very intuitive, highly intuitive, being guided intuitively. So, Libra, this is beautiful energy. So it's like being shown the way. You know, having the strength and courage to be able to get yourself back into balance, okay? Find that balance back within you that knows that you're all right just the way that you are. Have that sense of self-worth. You know, there's justice coming in, so I keep hearing the lyrics, stay woke. Because there's balance coming in. There is this very practical energy coming in. There's this very abundant energy coming in. And so, yeah, stay woke. I don't know how else to say that to you. You're being guided. And there is some sort of domino effect that's happening, but it's for a reason, okay? And like I said, I feel more generous energy, more balance coming into the emotional space, needing to let go of the past and be strong enough to be able to do that, all right? Anything else for Libra in the future? Yeah. Six of Voices. So there's movement forward here. But just remember, you're directing the current of your life, Libra, no one else, okay? So, yeah. Let's see this person's energy. Most likely outcome, Knight of Wands. Eight of Cups. Woo, the High Priestess. Or are they walking away from the Eight of Cups? So this person is getting ready to take some action, and it is, you know, in the direction of letting go of things that they can't control in the past, which is what you're being encouraged to do. They are also being guided and led by their spirit, by their intuition. You could have a very intuitive spiritual connection with this person. This person could also be very intuitive, Libra. This person's being guided to take some action and to move things forward. And they're moving towards the King of Wands and the Devil. So, some of them, they keep getting misguided by this narrative that they have in their head of things not working out for them. When Spirit is trying to lead them towards taking action towards the things that are working out for them. And like this person kind of is stuck in some old habits. Don't mind my dog, I can't help it. They're kind of stuck in some old habits of, you know, not following their intuition, all right? So it's like this person is being guided and walking away from things that no longer serve them, but their ego keeps getting in the way. That's what it is. Sorry, it's hard for me to concentrate with my dog, but that's what it is. The ego keeps getting in the way. This person may have a hard time like fully expressing themselves or giving themselves to situations emotionally because they've got a lot of pride. Or maybe because they feel you do, Libra, and that they can't get through to that, so they rather just walk away. Or vice versa. Like I said, I actually feel a lot of pride on this person's side, but sometimes this could be a very prideful card as well. You both might be quite stubborn, but take it as it resonates. Doesn't have to be both. This person may be watching you, or take action in your own life and maybe distancing yourself a bit, and that's kind of getting at them or getting to them, or for some reason creating like issues because of the ego getting in the way, because of how is that going to look, or reputation, or there's something to do with the ego blocking the emotional expression on this person's side. And let me see one more card. Are they going to break through that? I just see a lot of slow moving energy. So this person is slow to change, even though emotionally they're feeling maybe a lot of turmoil. There might also be a tower moment going on during this time frame, which means that their, universe might step in to, like there might be, what I'm saying is there might be instability going on that's outside of this person's control because they built something on a false foundation. But I feel like it's because there is like this resistance to change here on this person's side, even though they're being guided to be more generous and open. But also at the same time, this person doesn't necessarily feel that you're open, and I see a lot of scattered thoughts on your side. So you're both being guided to almost let go a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a lot, and to come into some more balance with yourself emotionally, Libra, and this person needing to kind of leave their ego out of it, to be determined if they're going to do that. But I see slow progress here, but I do see progress. So yeah, stay woke. That was the message, a deep message, and I'm actually going to leave it there for now because I've got a million cards out, but I hope you found that useful. The primary zodiac signs I'm seeing is Capricorn and Leo, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Leo, Libra, Cancer. Could be dealing with another air sign or another Libra. Yes. Those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it could be any zodiac sign. So just take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't. For more fun stuff, you can catch me on Facebook and Instagram, Tarot Time with Dana, link down below, as well as in the About section. I do go live there and just blah, blah, blah about my life, but also I talk about law of attraction, manifestation, my experiences with channeling. So you can catch me there. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Also, leave me a comment down below and let me know how this resonated. You can also donate in the About section of my YouTube. For those of you who would like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it on that note. I am wishing you the very, very best, Libra. Until next time, my friends. Namaste.